Hey guys, One Up the Tiger here, and I am bringing you a game of Crysis 2, and this is my very first game of multiplayer. I played about 2 hours, or maybe an hour. Yeah, I guess I'd say about 2 hours worth of the single player so far. I absolutely love the game. The game looks phenomenal. It is one of the best looking games that I have ever played. I mean, it beats all Call of Duties ever. You know, this is a fantastic looking game. It plays awesome. It's got a lot of really cool features about it, and I think it's exactly what I've been looking for. Something that is sort of a modern shooter, but it's got that sci-fi twist to it. You know, it's not too much, and it's not, you know, it's like perfect balance of like the Goldilocks effect. You know, it's not way out there. Then again, it's not, you know, everything that we've seen already. And I think the fact that it just looks awesome, it's just a brilliant game as far as texture and everything's concerned. Now, okay, so I should probably talk about a couple of things. Here, I'll talk about the initial spawn. We're playing like headquarters. That's basically what it is. It's called Crash Site. And this is a spot in New York. This is taken exactly from the single player campaign. So when you play, I just played from the single player campaign, so I knew exactly like how this map was, how to orient myself, because you play through this area. So anyways, when you spawn, it's like headquarters, you know, in another game. You just sort of spawn anywhere. And so basically the best tactic that I found is the same tactic that I did in Black Ops and Modern Warfare 2, is you sort of sit tight and you let people start racing around the map, and you, sure enough, if you're in an enemy is spawned next to you, you're going to get that kill because they're just going to race around blindly. So SD told me, hey, first thing you do, cloak or use the stealth mode, and then wait till people move around until you notice that you're around your teammates, and then go. And I did that. And so anyways, that's what you do. Now, here's my bitch about, I don't know, about an hour or so into playing multiplayer, is that cloaking is ridiculous. Cloaking takes camping to a whole new height. Guys will literally sit on next to the edge of a building or on a stairway, and they'll just stay cloaked, and they are very hard to see, especially if you just started playing this game. They're almost impossible to detect. Now, after you've been playing it for about an hour or two, you'll start to figure out like what cloaked people look like when they move around. In fact, it got to the point where now I can tell, when I'm watching this, I can tell that this guy who kills me, who was cloaked, because when I got killed by him, he just sort of appeared out of nowhere. I just had no freaking clue where he was. But now I saw him turn the corner, so my eyes have gotten adjusted to looking for cloaked people. But yeah, so anyways, cloaking can be kind of annoying just because of the fact that people will be cloaked. And here's a tendency that I've noticed about people, is that they will cloak in night maps, in maps where it's darker. During like a sunny map like this, they tend not to cloak, and I think that's because the idea is that you can see forever. I mean, you've got good lines of sight in this during the daytime, so they don't feel as if they have to cloak because they can see forever. And at nighttime, when it's really hard to see, that's when everyone cloaks. I mean, everybody is damn near cloaked, with the exception of maybe that 15 or 20 seconds where you can't cloak because you're recharging your batteries. Anyways, I have developed a counter to the cloak, and of course it's built into the game. Now you'll see me messing around with some of the vision modes, like they've got you can zoom in, and they have like a heat vision. And so what you do on those night maps, which I find to be easiest, instead of cloaking, you know, remain decloaked, because the whole idea to cloak is so people don't see you. Well, here's the brilliant part of this game, is that they, as powerful as cloaking is, they made a counter to it, which is the heat vision. So what you can do is run heat vision. You'll be able to tell who's a good guy, who's a bad guy, because the good guys will have names above them. You know, everyone will look the same. You know, I shot a couple of my own guys once before, but the bad guys will not have names, of course. Here's what's great about it: when somebody is cloaked, they are not invisible to thermals. So basically, here's what happens: when you cloak, you'll be warmer than the ambient temperature, so the environment will still be colder than you. Here's what it is: people show up orange and red, like red at the center going out to orange, and that's a normal person look. When you're cloaked, you're blue green, so you're darker blue and green at the center for heat. So basically, when you look at a person who's cloaked, they'll show up in the thermals. So if you're having a hard time with cloaked guys, just throw in your thermals and you'll be able to pick them up. it's really really easy. It's a simple solution. You don't have to worry. I mean, you still have to manage your power, but using the goggles doesn't take as much power as say like cloaking or armor abilities. And in this game so far, and the time that I've used it, I have yet to really use the shields, the armor enhancement ability. It doesn't seem to be that big of a deal, and maybe it's because everyone's cloaking. So like I said, all my power requirements are going. That's the quick mode I was showing you about. You saw the guy and how he looked, and that's what they look like without cloak on it. And it was after this game that I really learned how to use this, so I haven't recorded it yet. So next time I get to a dark map, I'll show you. I went on a tear, like literally. That change in my playstyle drastically changed my score, because I was getting scores like 5 and 6, 7 and 8, 8 and 8, 9 and 9. One map I went 3 and 10 when I played against SD, because sometimes they'll flip you on the other team. It's like SD and his buddy Captain Osaka Munaka or whatever. There's a cloak guy coming, and I can see that now, but when I first started I just couldn't pick it up. So anyways, I wish I had put that gameplay, because I went 20 and 10. So I did 2 KD on that one, which was a drastic increase from what I was playing before. And I wasn't even playing the objective. I think we were playing like a TDM anyways. It wasn't like an objective-based game. But the point is though, use your resources that are available to you. I would use the goggles when it gets down to cloak. Cloaking's cool and all, but I think that being able to see heat signatures is far more beneficial than the cloak. Some people may or may not agree with me, but you can't really hide. There's no hiding from the thermals. You'll see everybody, cloaked or not. Maybe there's like a cold-blooded perk that I don't know about just yet, and if there is, then that'll defeat the whole thermals, so then you might have to play that up. But right now, to get like each one of those, you have to level up to a certain level, and then they'll unlock like several of there are these 3 sort of perk slots where it's like power, armor, and stealth, and each one of those has their own little individual slots. And anyways, you'll see what I'm talking about. I haven't even gotten that far in the game. I think like a level 7 or maybe 9 now. I'm not sure. But anyways, I haven't played it enough to really become an expert in this game. But from what I have noticed, I have found a solution, and that is using the thermal goggles. It really changed. I was able to pick guys off who were half a map away, who were running straight at me, because I'm sort of standing in the middle of the road, aiming down my sights, looking at these guys, and they're wondering why the hell they're getting killed. I haven't got any messages yet, but I'm surprised, because some of these guys, they probably thought I was cheating, because these guys were in the back of an alley, and they were showing up, like dark blue and green on the radar, on the thermals. And they were running right at me, and I think they were probably scoped in, because I'm standing here like an idiot, just like standing in the area, and right out in the middle of nowhere. And so anyways, they got picked off. And you'll notice your teammates, depending on what, I think we're the USMC, so the Marines, they'll show up, like cloak guys will show up orange. And then the other team, the cell team, they show up like green or blue or something like that. I can't remember exactly. But that's what I'm talking about. People will be cloaked, and they'll open fire from you. And here's the thing about cloaking that I forgot to mention: if you're cloaked and you shoot, it'll take down your energy meter. But what's most important about it is they try to make it so you can't just do that all the time, because when you fire while cloaked, you'll have this bright flash. If you're really good at staying on target, then you'll be able to stay on target. But it really doesn't benefit those guys who want to. It's so you can't go ahead and be that guy who shoots while cloaked. And like a Killzone 3, like I heard the snipers in Killzone 3 can shoot while cloaked, and they never decloak to shoot. Well, you have to decloak in this game to shoot. You'll come uncloaked, and then I think you'll go back after you stop shooting, or you have to manually go back. Anyways, it doesn't matter. But the point is that this game, I'm really hooked. SD, I heard he was raving about this game when he first got it. I think he's like a level 30, probably level 40 by the end of tonight. He's really put a lot of time in the game, and it's a lot of fun. And the play style, I mean, I always was told it was like Halo, and I've never really played Halo before, so I can't really tell. And so, yeah, I guess it is kind of like Halo, but like I said, guys aren't jumping around, at like 1/6 Earth gravity and floating around doing these amazing shots. You do jump high, you get that boosted jump, but you still come down very fast because you're on Earth. And the storyline, the first player storyline is really good. I don't know who wrote it, but it's pretty damn good so far. The only questionable thing is that this guy, preacher who you get this armor from. I shouldn't really give it away, but anyways, you get this armor. You're not really this guy preacher. They always refer to you as preacher, but that guy is not around anymore. You've taken this character you play as Alcatraz. Anyways, you're playing as this guy, and it's just a really good story. You know, there's like I said, the only thing you don't really think about is the fact that you're not second guessing why you're doing what you're doing. You're supposed to go after this doctor, and now you're kind of working for him. You haven't corrected him yet that you're not this guy he thinks you are. And anyways, it's a good story. But anyways, that's the game. I think I can't remember the score I got. I went positive, that's for sure, which was a good sign. I was like, yes, I went positive. And this is what I'm talking about at the end. You got the recruit. Actually got from level 1 to level 5 during that game, and you can see if you go back, you'll be able to see like the power slots and everything that I'm talking about. And this is me trying to customize my weapons, but you can't do much just because there's not much to do. So anyways, guys, that's my video, and I'll talk to you guys later.